projects
Yeah.
that they're curious about.
Thank you. My name is Roger Riley. I'm a multimedia journalist for WHO Channel 13 in Des Moines. And this was really an interesting video. I've never seen anything done quite like this. And one of the guys that was in the interview that was on set is Willie Geist. I've interviewed Willie. And whenever you see a crew with that amount of lights, they're a network crew. I don't operate that way. I'm a guy that if I have an iPhone and a little light and a little microphone, I'm good. So what I do every day is I'm given a story to do, and I go out and like yesterday I was in Pella, and my story was about they're going to make a Hallmark movie in Pella. And again, every story has a premise. Well, if you've seen Hallmark movies, you know what I'm talking about, Hallmark movies? Okay. So they're going to make a Hallmark movie. Okay, that sounds cool. Well, actually what they're really making is a short video to promote Pella. It's going to be like Hallmark. It's going to have a rom-com, a lead male, and it's a romantic interest. And it's all in 5 minutes. Okay, I can't wait to see that. So that was my story. I show up, there's like no cameras to show or anything like that. The filming starts Friday. So I had two of the principals involved in the video to interview. And so I didn't have a lot of what they call B-roll, and that's what the video is called, that you cover a story with. It's called B-roll. It's an old film term back in the days when I first started. We'd shoot film, we'd shoot an interview, and we'd put the interview up on film, but we couldn't edit. It was not a computer. You couldn't edit another shot over that. So you have a second film chain playing a second film, and that's where the term B-roll comes from. And the history of it doesn't matter. You can forget that part. But the part that's important is, if you're going to tell a story, the video oftentimes tells the story. So, and also the video, but that's not all. You need to have interviews. And the interviews are what drives the topic. The topic you pick, and what's going to really make it is, who are you interviewing about this? Are you going to talk to somebody that knows something about it, that can be interesting, that you can ask questions? Don't be afraid to ask questions. The other thing to do is that you want to be curious about your topic. The worst journalists ever are the ones that don't care. Oh, I'm just here to be on TV. Those people don't last very long. So you want to be curious what the topic you're in. Hopefully you're interested in a topic. I get assigned topics all the time that I could care less about. But it's my job. I have to, and I find usually when I get there, oh, that is pretty interesting. I learned something. So even if you're doing something you think, oh, this is going to be horrible, go in with a good attitude. Give it your best shot. Be curious. I hope each one of your videos, you're going to learn something. You're going to learn about a new area that you didn't know anything about before. And so anyway, what I do is then I get the interview. They were setting up for a Christmas thing, kind of a home. If you ever watch Hallmark, there's always an event going on. Well, guess what? They were setting up for an event that's going to happen this weekend. And they had Christmas decorations everywhere. So that was my kind of why I want to do this work, because it's a very visually rich story. The interview and the actual story premise is a little bit, but the story itself was very visual, and they were having fun with this Hallmark movie. So the other thing is, if you have a chance to have fun with your story, don't be afraid to have fun. Now, obviously, I'm not telling you to make fun of people, but have fun with a topic that, maybe a little humor is always good. When I was in high school, we were assigned to, back in the days of film, to make a movie about our track team. And so we had our track team, they're out running in their uniforms, and then at the very end, we cut to one of the track members fell down, and we took one of the skeletons out of the biology room and put the track uniform on it. And so we used a little humor. So you may think of things you can do to make, sometimes if you really don't know what else to do, sometimes if you have a little humor, just throw it in there. I mean, don't be, unless you're actually a comedian and you're doing a comedy, that's different. But so anyway, what I do is then I get the video, I get the interviews. Yesterday I went to the library in Pella. I transcribed the interviews. I can't remember what I did. I transcribed using my phone and iNotes on my phone. They have another thing called Otter AI, which is an AI type thing. It actually transcribes it for you, but I don't have that. But the iNotes will give you a transcript roughly, and that's, some of it's like, oh, it's garbled, it's not right, but it gives you an idea what it is you're talking about. And for me, I do that because I have a deadline. I need to get this done. So I get it done, edit the videos. I edit on, I shoot on what's called Filmic Pro program, or you could just shoot with your basic iPhone camera. It doesn't really matter. But the Filmic Pro has like a VU meter, so I could see if there's audio on it, or sometimes I actually physically listen to it with headphones. And then I edit with Adobe. You're going to be editing with Adobe, what was it again? Express. And I edit on Adobe Rush. It's a subscription program I have on my phones. And this is my phone. My actual video phone is back there. And then I edit on my phone, and we have a program that I send it into the TV station. And so basically everything's on my phone. And the real advantage of that is they want us to post to social media. So if I got a clip done for the news, I'll post it to Twitter or X. And again, I'm not a big Snapchat. I don't do Snapchat. I rarely do Instagram, and I know that you all are probably really good at Instagram, but I do the old person's Facebook and X. X is that's where breaking news lives, is on X. If there's something big going on, usually it's on X first. Or if I've got something big, usually like Cyclones, Hawkeyes, Cade McNamara's hitting the transfer portal, that goes on X. But I don't cover sports. But anytime I post something about the Cyclones, it gets a lot of traffic. So you can use video to help your social media beyond just this assignment that you're having. But anyway, so I get everything done, send it back, and then I set up my camera in the wind yesterday, and I talk into my camera, and they throw it to me live. I've got a little transmitter here, and I'm going to hopefully do the same thing this afternoon here at the school, doing a story on what's going on here, kind of to give a report.